Hey there, welcome back to Stormgate. Today I'm messing around with the Infernals. I'm interested in this race, but I haven't, given them an actual shot yet. I'd have, no actual, I played one kind of, bot game with them, but I have no idea what I actually need to build or do with them, so I'm just, running into an AI game real quick to kind of figure out what the buildings do. So I'm just looking through all this stuff. Based on the way the building grid is set up, I think everything's basically in the same order as it was on Vanguard. So the meat farm is your supply depot. This is my barracks. Raw production structure. I've got no idea what that means. Let's figure it out. Infernals are very Zerg-like from what I can tell. They do the thing where their units turn into the buildings. And they also have, it's called Shroud in this game. It's I guess the equivalent of Creep. It doesn't spread quite the same way, I don't think, though. And I don't think all the comparisons are necessarily one-to-one, but I'll have to test around with them a bit more. One thing that always messes me up whenever I tried to play, anytime I tried to play Zerg, or anytime I tried to play Infernals so far, turning my minions into buildings screws with my brain because it feels like I'm losing more than the building cost to build the unit, and that it just doesn't click with me. So it looks like the Conclave just builds different unit types, and the Ritual Chamber, this is my gas type units, or my Therium type units. The Shroud Stone spreads your Shroud. I don't know how much extra radius it gives you. I guess I'll put one here. It's like a defensive structure, right? Each of your production buildings does the Zerg thing where it builds up a number of them, and once you have enough extra, whatever number you have on the bottom left of the unit portrait, I can just pump out 3 of them real fast.
Need more ore.
And now I just got all my boys here. Okay, so it gives you a decent amount of spread here. Can you do anything to speed it up? Can I send a second one in? No, that's just a Vanguard thing. Just build the second spire or whatever. I just have the AI on peaceful. It's not gonna actually do anything here, so I've got plenty of time to fuck around with the buildings. See what I actually need to do. I don't know how good these thralls are. They're the ranged unit, but they cost the Therium to actually put out though. There's a typo on the Hexen info thing. It says you can use the Skull of Sheeta SND Shroud Weave. Unplayable, man. Unplayable. Too big of a mistake. So these are the guys it gives you at the start here. The Hexen. You can make them send out these skulls, and it's controllable. And you can just make it target something and pop. You can also use it to scout things. From what I figured out in my first AI game, if you have your unit about halfway across the map, it can just fully scout for you. So you can send something I could put one over here, and then just scout both of their bases and see what they're trying to get up to. From the barracks, you can make these brutes. These guys seem really good. Especially on creep, they're probably really hard to kill. And whenever they die, they split into 2 more little dudes that run at things and help kill them. So you got kind of your they're pretty good for attacking things. How do I do this? So I gotta upgrade the shrine to get that. What are the gaunts? These are the gaunts. So there's an upgrade that gives them infest. I don't know what infest does though. Is it just a dot? Allow imps to use flame on. Are these imps? Beans. These are the imps. So you can get an upgrade that allows the imps to do something cool. Also get these guys. Oh, I need more Therium. So you got these guys. These are kind of siege units, I think. Sacrifice nearby Fellhog or Fiend. Oh, so you can have this dude eat like one of your dudes and heal himself. It gives him back his like full white shield bar. Oh, this is also cool. You can also make it like pull things. So if there's an enemy like trying to hide in the background, you can make this dude like pull them towards you, or you can pull one of your own units out of danger. What else is there? Magmadon. Well, this guy's kind of like your tanky boy. He's got quite a bit of health going for him. Does a decent amount of damage, but he's not super fast. Can any of the units eat, or is it just the big ones? Just the big ones. So this dude can also eat one of the, like, he can just eat one of the fiends. I guess you can only do it if he doesn't have max white health already, though. And he's got, like, an ability cast, and you can just, like, run through... It says he can run through enemy units with that as well. So if he's just trying to stampede to the back line, you can just pop this and just run through all of the early units to try to go for a big push. What's the Hellborn do? Okay. Oh, so he's like, this is like the siege unit. Or like one of your bigger ranged units. He's got quite a big range. You can only attack in line of sight though. You can't make him target over? Or does it just not want him... He won't walk... That's one thing that would be nice. I mean, it's kind of nitpicky at the moment. He won't walk to the point that you selected and then start attacking. If it's out of range, he'll walk into range, stop, and then you have to do it again, and then he'll do it. I don't know if that's just like a general Infernal thing though. How do I make a Hellforge? Just another upgrade building? I'll have to see what the flying units do. I don't think Shroud works necessarily the same way Creep does, but it's definitely like it's not, it doesn't do the same thing in that you're just trying to continuously spread your Shroud across the entire map, I don't think. Because the easiest way to spread your Shroud is through these, the Shroud Stones. The hardest thing about figuring out an early game strategy, I assume isn't going to be too difficult if I try to play the Infernals here. But what always gets hard with RTS games is trying to figure out like how to transition into the mid-game and how to actually play the mid-game. Also, one thing I keep forgetting about is that you've got like these abilities. So this, like, you could put it up here, or I assume just anywhere you have vision, and it spreads your Shroud for you instantly, and you can use that to just give your units back their gray health. So if I was sending out, like, an early attack force, if I was sending my boys across, when they aren't on Shroud, it's kind of hard to tell, they're pretty fast. When you aren't on Shroud, the white health that they have slowly starts decaying away, but it takes, like, a little bit, I think. Yeah, like, by the time they're over here, about a quarter of their health, or the gray health, is gone. They're very fast, though. Although, it looks like the bigger units get to hold on to it a bit longer. I thought these guys would have their Shroud wear off a lot faster. But basically, like, if I had an attack force here, I could do this to just kind of reinforce all their gray health. Like, they start building it back up when they're back in Shroud. Infests enemy unit. I don't know what infest means. Like, is it just a dot? Hellspawn Resurgence. This is pretty good. This is like, if I need to build more units. If I just, like, clump out 3 butchers and then Control-E, do this again. And then I can just put out 3 more, but I need more supply for that. Transport Thrall can deploy to release cargo and disperse Shroud. So these guys are kind of, they also help you spread your Shroud when you're attacking things, and they're your, like, transport unit. Yeah, so these are like, this is interesting. So this guy would head all the way across. And then the other flyer unit is like these little bat dudes. Bloodburst. Detonate itself into a target enemy air unit, gaining speed as it approaches. Okay, so these are like fucking... It's kind of funny. They're like a flying version... Oh, I forget what they're called. They're a flying unit version of those like little green dudes that roll into enemy ground units on like a Zerg. Is that just their primary attack? It's kind of funny. So they're just like suicide bombers. So I got this guy over here, and then he can turn into like a ground unit. And he just instantly drops all the other guys. And he's on the ground. Oh, and when he's on the ground, he's immobile, but he spreads shroud all around him. So then, if I take all these guys and reload them, then I can take off and just leave the shroud and leave with them. And all the units will try to follow if they're over capacity. But then I can also just bring them over here and just redrop, and I got shroud, and I got all my boys. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and this makes it so that when you descend with the Harbinger, it'll stun everybody around it. Yeah, this is a really interesting race. Spriggans. It's like these little demon dudes. Looks like he's having fun. Doesn't look like he does a lot of damage. But, based on what I'm reading here, he debuffs things that he's attacking. So he's not really about doing damage as much as making the enemy worse at doing damage or producing or whatever you want him to do. Yeah, the basic gist I'm getting is that this is like a very like sacrifice heavy race. You gotta figure out how to manage your units in a way that like, where it's not the end of the world if you lose some guys, because it's kind of part of the game plan. But there's also like some higher value units like these two, or like all of these three, honestly. You're kind of like vehicle type units, I suppose. And this, the Harbinger, seems like it's really good. Just based on like a first impression off of that ability. Being able to just instant drop all your boys, and then just send them to attack with like on Shroud, it seems very strong. And he takes off very quickly too. You just send him over here and then drop and attack. And you got your like whole army ready to go right away. Yeah, Infernal seem pretty cool. I'm gonna have to try to give them a shot in like an actual versus game, but I gotta figure out what I want my game plan for that first game to be. So I'm probably gonna mess around with a couple custom games first. I've now developed a shitty plan, and because I have a shitty plan, I mean, hey, let's test it out. So, shitty plan, build the ranged and the melee, get one of the early thralls or two of them on Luminite, get the upgrade for the Sunder Soul, and then just attack with everything. And if it doesn't work, I mean, hey, GG. So let's get into this. We'll see how it goes. I'm only gonna play one Infernal game here real quick. With my luck, this will be like the one other Infernal player. I wonder if it's the one other Infernal player. I haven't seen you yet. I wonder if I get, like, I assume no, but I wonder if I get any benefit from my opponent's Shroud. You can go like here, and then you can get ready to scout. I was going to use W for this then, because it's like the unit production button. I don't actually have to hit the individual building. Can't get the Hellforge until I upgrade. Get one dude on Luminite. Yo, don't send your skull at me. I got one dude.
The planet speaks. I answer.
I got two on Luminite. Start building this. 3 on Luminite, and then that should be enough. Just go back to workers.
Not enough Luminites.
Oh, but I can't upgrade if I have the thralls. I won't have enough. I mean, I might have enough by the time it's actually
Not
built.
enough barrel farms.
Oh wait, but I'm over capped. I'm
Need
pop.
more Luminites.
I've got too much population.
Not enough
Okay, so I
Luminites.
started building early, which means if I get some units out there, I might be able to like attack.
Create more barrel farms. Need more Luminites. Yes.
We
Need more Luminites. Red.
Gonna be at pop again real quick
Need
here.
more Luminites.
I think I just send across because he's already building like he's building shit, right? He doesn't have a lot of units, but I can send an attack into his second base. Hope it goes well for me.
Summon.
This definitely seems like a very high maintenance race.
Need more Luminites.
Ow.
Shalom. Not enough Luminites. Remove. Barreling through. Run them down.
Oh shit, he's building defenses. You know, he fought me off, but that's okay.
In battle.
It's not okay, but it's okay. I can build my thing behind it. You know, I'm probably gonna lose on tempo here now, but that's fine.
Luminites.
Can't just assume my opponent's gonna instantly beat me every game. Like he probably is. He seemed to have like kind of a plan if he actually got attacked there, and I do not. So I could see anything coming towards me just immediately fucking me up. But, you know, let's hope for the best.
Waste. Not enough Luminites.
I definitely need more resources. Like, I could probably pump out a really big army and max up really fast as well.
Luminites. Not enough Luminites.
How much do I need? 125? Seems high. I'll probably need another meat farm soonish.
the planet speaks. I answer.
Remove. Our forces are in battle.
No, don't do that.
Barreling through. You summoned Darkland. Capture point secured. Here. Shalom. Remove.
Put them like halfway between bases here.
Waste. Not enough Luminites. Here. Our forces are in battle.
Oh shit, they found my boy. My precious boy, my baby boy. They found my scout. They went looking for him.
Yes. Yes, what?
I don't think I need this.
We stand ready. Yes, what?
Definitely outspending my production at the moment. Hopefully that changes, but I'm oversaturated on 2 bases already. So I probably just got to try to build a 3rd.
Need more Luminites.
Where the fuck do I have to do, like, over here?
Shalom. Our forces are in battle.
Yo, get the fuck away from him. No! Leave him alone.
Yes, what?
I guess I should have gotten building, but whatever.
Find someplace else.
You gotta upgrade this.
Our base is under siege.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Don't siege my base.
Barreling through.
I guess I know where it's happening. Can I cancel it? Oh, yeah. Get some of the money back.
Our forces are in battle. Shalom. Yes, what? Finished upgrading.
Okay, he's definitely like going for creep and stuff. I'm just gonna try to hit his base. See if that does anything for me.
Forces are in battle.
Oh, just walk through it.
Our forces are in battle. You summoned.
These guys aren't super good against the thralls, it doesn't look like, but I started building them, so I gotta commit to it. He's definitely kind of keeping me contained here. I keep trying to make another base, and it's just not working out for me. He's probably gonna try to hit me, if I had to guess.
Need more ore.
Do need me more Luminite.
Need more ore.
Oh, you need a lot for those guys.
Our base is under siege. Yes, what?
You just like keeping a dude over there to harass to stop that from building? Because that is annoying. Good idea though.
More ore. Our forces aren't finished researching.
Oh, his like whole army's over there. Okay.
Our base is under siege. Need more ore.
Yeah, I can like re-up my army pretty quickly, but I gotta manage it pretty well. Is that like his shroud? Or is that just like a remnant for Fog of War? Yeah, I definitely know how to control this army very well, but hopefully I can figure that out.
Our base is under siege.
Oh no, my boys, they gotta go down, they gotta help. They gotta stop the siege. My army.
Our forces are in battle. Need more ore.
Ah! Please, sir, let me live. Living's good for me.
Forces are in battle. Not enough Luminites.
Yeah, looks like he's just gonna run me over. Not much I could do to stop that. Felt like his army was just better than mine, but I also didn't know how to micro any of it, so I can't complain. Trying to build too many different kinds of units. Anyway, that's been the Infernals. Thank you for joining me for my first little test of the like the second race in the game here. Drop a like on the video if you stuck around this long, if you enjoyed what you watched. Hit that sub button if you want to see more Stormgate or just whatever else I'm playing at the time. This isn't the only thing I'm gonna upload, but it's the only thing I'm uploading right now, so you know. Have a lovely morning, noon, or night, and peace.